Have you ever had that feeling, that you're kind of on the outside looking in? It's something a lot of us feel, but we don't really talk about it. So in this explainer, we're going to look at a completely new way to think about that feeling. And honestly, it might just change how you see yourself. I mean, really feel it. You're in a conversation, maybe at a party, or even with people you call close friends, and you just get this sense that you're not on the same wavelength. It's a super isolating feeling, and it can really make you start to question yourself. But what if that feeling isn't a sign that there's something wrong with you? What if it's actually a sign of something else? Something completely different? Yeah, the answer is definitely not what most people think it is. Okay, so first things first, we have to completely shift our perspective. The main idea we're going to unpack here is this. Maybe you feel different not because you're broken, but simply because you're rare. And this right here, this is the big switch. So many of us walk around with that little voice in our head, that nagging fear that says, there's something wrong with me. But the hidden truth, the real truth, is a much more powerful alternative. I simply think differently. See? It's not a judgment. It's just a fact. So if it's all about thinking differently, what does that actually mean? Well, it usually comes down to what you could call an intellectual mismatch in a couple of really key areas. For starters, it can be about your thinking speed, right? If your brain just processes things and connects the dots faster than the people around you, you might find you're already 3 steps ahead in a conversation. You see where it's all going while everyone else is still back at the beginning. And that creates this frustrating gap. It's a total disconnect. And then number 2, it's about depth. You might be someone who craves these deep, meaningful conversations about huge ideas, but you find yourself just surrounded by small talk. Now look, there's nothing wrong with small talk, but when it's the only thing on the menu, it can feel like you're starving for some real intellectual substance. And finally, it all comes down to your perspective. You probably see patterns and make connections that other people just totally miss. Your point of view is unconventional, so your insights can seem like they're coming out of left field to people who think in more, straight traditional lines. When you put that speed, depth, and unique perspective together, it can feel like you're speaking a slightly different language than everyone else. So what do we call this? Is there a name for it? Thankfully, yep, psychology actually has a term for this, and it gives us a way to understand this whole experience as an identity, not some kind of defect. Okay, the term is low social identity dependence. I know, it's a bit of a mouthful, but the idea behind it is actually pretty simple. All it means is that your sense of who you are, your self-worth, your core values, it doesn't rely on being part of a specific group. You don't need a tribe to tell you who you are. Your identity, it comes from the inside. This quote just illustrates it perfectly. I mean, think about it. A lot of people get a huge part of their identity from belonging to something, a fan base, a political party, you name it. Their identity is literally tied to the team's jersey. But for someone with low social identity dependence, their sense of self is just fine on its own. No jersey required. All right, so this is where everything starts to click into place. If you've been nodding along this whole time feeling like, yes, that's me, the final step is to realize that this feeling of being displaced, it's not a curse. It's actually the source of some really incredible strengths. Seriously, every single part of this experience that feels lonely or isolating can be completely flipped on its head. What feels like a bug in your social programming is actually a feature of your mind. So let's break down what these superpowers really are. Because you stand a little bit apart from the crowd. You get a clearer, more objective perspective. You don't get swept up in all the emotion. You are fundamentally free from the pressures of groupthink, which means you can form your own opinions. This leads to this deep self-awareness and integrity, because your values are your own, not just borrowed from the group. And maybe the most powerful of all, it unlocks this unconventional creativity. You can solve problems in ways nobody else can, for the simple reason that you see the world in ways nobody else does. So really, the crucial question isn't, how can I fit in better? The real question is, how will I use my outsider's perspective? How are you going to leverage that unique speed, that depth, and that point of view to see the things that other people just can't? That difference, it's not your weakness. It is your greatest asset.